All right, this is part 3 of chapter 1, basically.
Pretty much.
XOXOXOXOXOX.
Yeah, I remember you had to make the little dividers. And the
Mm-hmm.
cooler they were, the better fic you had.
Oh, heck yeah. You gotta get some, like, asterisks and tildes and,
Yup.
like, some Japanese characters. That's, like, top tier if you got
That's
that
top
going
tier,
on.
dude. Oh man, if you can get Japanese characters in there, you're it.
Mm-hmm. Or, like, a star or something, like a
Oh my
weird circle kinda
gosh.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
But me over here just got the tildes and, like, underscores and slashes.
Right.
um, Sasuke hadn't been in Sakura's car in a while, and he'd never driven it. A little white Miata.
Oh, Miata.
A little white Miata her dad's had bought. Her dad's,
She
okay.
got two dads. I believe, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kakashi and Iruka.
Why?
Because of course it is.
Because of course it is. Well, that's cool. I just I want to read
I
about
don't ship
them.
them.
I want to read about them being dads.
Yes, then we'll see more of that. But I don't really ship them.
Eh.
Who would I put Kakashi with? I guess like I guess that was a thing back in the
Mhm.
day. Kakashi and Iruka.
Yeah.
But like looking back on it, eh,
It was a low level ship.
yeah, it doesn't really do it for me.
But I would read a fan fiction about that because I have no attachment to it. I think it'd be pretty
Mm-hmm.
funny.
For
Um,
sure.
put that on the back burner. Okay. So her dads, Iruka and Kakashi, bought Sakura a white Miata for her 16th birthday, used but in pretty good condition. It could use some new brake pads, he noted. And the slight grinding sound meant she needed an oil change, but beyond that, it was a decent car.
Oh, weird Sasuke's point of view. Gotcha.
Yeah, Sasuke's a car guy.
Of course he is.
He sat in the driver's seat and immediately pushed it backwards. Sakura sat way too close to the wheel when she drove. Or maybe she was really that short. Rolling his eyes, he pulled out of the school parking lot and headed across town.
Guys hate driving girls' cars.
Yeah,
That's all I have to say about that.
my Sean
You're
al-
Sean.
always has to adjust everything.
Mark is always like, "Why do you sit so close to the wheel?" It's like because I'm
Cause my
5'3",
cause
dude.
my legs. I have a
What?
condition. He wasn't great at comforting
Oh, I'm
people.
sorry. I keep making you read. I'll go. I'll go.
It's
My bad.
okay.
He wasn't great at comforting people. It was more in his nature to tell them to suck it up and get on with their lives. He didn't know how well that was going to go over with Sakura, who looked absolutely distraught after her big fight with Kiba. Well, during her
Boo-hoo.
big fight with Kiba. Not to mention, outside of school, he almost never saw her anymore, unless it's with unless it was with a group of their mutual friends. My like mouth is so fucking dry.
My mouth is just like it's
They used to be extremely close, but right around the time she started dating Kiba, Sasuke found it somewhat difficult to spend time with her alone. Dudes also hate it when their girlfriends get boyfriends. Like girl space friends get boy no space friends.
Oh,
They
so
also do
Carl.
hate that. That's lame. Anyway.
Being in
Um
love with a girl who had a boyfriend did that to you.
wait, what?
Oh, you already said that?
No,
That's
is
like,
Sasuke in love with her?
oh, yeah, I guess so.
Well, that's a little early on, don't you think?
He's just
Dang.
he's just I'm in love with her.
He's just coming out with it.
Psh,
Where's
this
the
is
buildup?
yeah,
What the heck? Anyway,
lame. Sasuke doesn't love. He's broken. He needs time to
right.
love.
He needs time. What the
This
heck?
this could be the opening he needed to get things back to where they used to be. Sasuke was too much of a realist to hope for anything more than that anytime soon. Sakura had her heart broken not 2 hours ago. She was going to need time to repair it before putting herself back on the market. When was she ready though? When she was ready though? Question mark.
When she was ready, though?
That's right. That was a different story. Till then, Sasuke would do his best to be your friend again, now that he no longer had a 6-foot, brown eyed reason to hold her at arm's length.
Like, that could be anyone. I don't really know why that was the description, like, the descriptor for Kiba, but
Dog loving, face tattooed man.
face tattoo having man. With that in mind, he pulled up to her house and parked behind Eno's little why do they keep describing cars little?
They're
Um,
into the cars, they're like the Miata, the Honda, like, the brake pads.
I can't. A little Honda out front. Her dad's cars, we get it, her dad's. Cars were in the driveway, which meant they were home and probably had heard the whole story by now. Sasuke smirked. Why? Sakura had one.
He's like he's like, "Dads." Smirk.
Right? Like, what's he smirking for? I don't understand. Is he just, like, happy that, like, she has somebody to, like, tell? And
I don't
they
know,
have to use she has to use smirk instead of, like, smiled because it's Sasuke?
'cause it's Sasuke, probably.
Sakura had not one, but two pissed off, overprotective fathers who would be out for Kiba's blood tonight. When he looked up at the front door at the well-kept little not everything is little, my dude. Well-kept little yellow house. He saw that Sakura was sitting on the front porch steps. Naruto and Ino were on either side of her, a tissue box in Ino's lap, and they appeared to be talking to her in hushed voices.
Not for the first time, Sasuke questioned his decision to come here. He wasn't close with Sakura anymore. She most likely resented him for putting such a distance between them, but he'd done it to protect himself. Torturing himself with the constant presence of a girl he couldn't have was driving him crazy. Uh, no, it's not. Sasuke doesn't get driven crazy.
Right.
I mean, he does by a snake man, but that's a different story. He missed her, even if he wouldn't admit it. And he was bizarrely grateful for this odious
Okay,
circumstance.
pause. I had never considered how out of character Sasuke is. The only thing that's in character are the things he says, but his
Mhm, his thoughts are
motivations
not.
are not in character at
No.
all. Like, girl, you might as well just you might as well just written a story. Like,
Yeah,
you change the names, you just have you just have a story. You just have a YA story.
yeah, for real.
Anyways, where are we at?
It was a chance.
Ugh.
Uh, uh.
It was a chance to get back in Sakura's good graces, a chance to earn the spot on the front porch steps back. So out of character. Sasuke turned the key in the ignition and stepped out of the car. He made his way up the walkway and tossed Sakura's keys to her. She caught them, sniffed a little. Her eyes were red because she
I
was
thought she
smoking
sniffed
that
the keys.
MJ.
I thought she sniffed the keys.
Just oh, they smell like you, Sasuke.
Oh, I missed your scent.
Uh, now that her eyes are red because she was smoking that MJ. And murmured, "Thanks." No, you go ahead. Your Sakura. I forgot.
Oh, thanks, Sasuke. You didn't have to do that.
Hmm. He
A10.
replied. He wasn't good with words. They didn't come out right or in the proper order, so he's just kind of like us, huh?
We are Sasuke.
Or in the proper order, so he used them sparingly. But when Ino gave him a meaningful glare, he sighed and murmured, "Crying over him is stupid."
Sakura blinked. Ino and Naruto looked at him angrily, like he'd said the wrong thing. But he kept his gaze on Sakura, who, at least at one point in time, understood him better than anyone else did. Even if what he said sounded horrible, he'd hoped she would understand what he actually meant. A tiny, fragile smile lifted her lips, and she giggled. Is it? Isn't it? It is. Oh.
Damn. You bungled that one up.
I'm- I had 4 words. You can see where I get confused though, because it
Like,
says,
okay.
"It is, isn't it?"
So, like so, like, okay, I
Give me the play-by-play.
so, like, I was listening to you read that, and I was like, "She's for this is easy. It's only 4 words." She's probably not gonna mess this up.
Oh,
And you totally did.
no. Is it, isn't it? Oh, no.
Oh, man. Okay.
If you're
This
still
suddenly took
listening, then
off.
you're a saint.
Honestly.
She sighed wistfully, dabbling. Uh, she dabbed.
Uh,
She
we
sighed
both dabbed, just so
wistfully.
you know.
We did. I did. Dabbing at her stormy green eyes. I mean, it's not like oh, sorry. I'm just trying so hard to get through
We're almost there, dude.
it. I mean, it's not like I didn't see this coming. You didn't? Naruto asked. What do you mean?
I like how dumb he still sounds.
I just he's it's carried over.
Yep. Sasuke took a chance and leaned up on the porch because of course he did, not
Mhm.
sitting with the others because he's too cool for
Mhm.
that, but standing close to them with his arms folded. When no one demanded that he leave, he took that as a sign that Sakura accepted his presence among her group of confidants and relaxed. I was doing so well and relaxed somewhat.
Uh, I mean, we had problems for a long time. Everyone knew. I just I don't know. I thought he'd at least have the decency to break up with me before sticking it in Amy.
I think they're Japanese names.
Ami.
Sakura wrinkled his Sakura.
She wrinkled his nose. She just went over and like pinched it up.
Just um Sasuke wrinkled his nose. Apart from Sakura, he didn't think much of Kiba's taste.
uh,
Well, if she thinks she's welcome at Ugh. Well, if she thinks she's welcome at cheer practice, she's high, Ino said dryly. At that, Sasuke smirked. It seemed he wasn't alone in abusing his power as a team captain to ensure vengeance for Sakura. Ino, along with her along with her wounded friend, was co-captain of the
wounded.
wounded was co-captain of the Konoha High School. So Konoha High School, that's so hard to say. Konoha High School cheerleading squad, and didn't appear to have any
Konohaha.
scruples. Konoha High School. I think it's because of whatever accent I have. What is my accent anyway? Um, didn't appear to have any scruples when it came to ousting a cheerleader for violating the sanctity of cheerleading sisterhood or whatever.
I don't know what's happening in this paragraph.
Me neither.
I checked out.
I think that's why I can't read it. So
Mhm.
basically, what he's saying is like, remember when Sasuke was like looked over at them sadistically, and they're like, they picked a bad time to mess up because Sasuke, the team captain, is gonna,
He's not the team captain. He would not be the team captain. He's
he
like
would not be the team captain. No,
no, because
he would be like the quiet, amazing like quarterback or whatever, and be
he
like,
yeah, he's like
you like,
super fast and he just like pulls the team and he's
mm-hmm,
quiet and says nothing about it and he's just like I'm better
yeah,
than you.
absolutely.
So cheese.
But who's also the captain of the cheer squad is
Mhm.
like, well, she's not on the cheer team anymore because my friend Sakura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're both abusing their power as team captains.
I see.
Um Sakura, we need to understand about guys is when they do shit like this to their girlfriends, cheat on them or whatever. It's never with someone who's better than the person they were with. You get that, right? They never upgrade. It's always some like spiraling vortex of fugly they bang.
Fugly.
Spiraling vortex of fugly. That should have been the name of this chapter.
Oh my god, I love that. Spiraling vortex of fugly. Hold on, I need to write that down.
You gotta.
LFUG. What is that?
Wait,
UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You
you ugly.
fugly.
Yo,
Hmm.
that's
Spiraling
what that
vortex of
that's what the
fugly.
the the I'd rather be dropping this time of night.
That sounds like the ugly song.
Yeah, because you ugly. You ugly.
Wow. Oh no.
Um, so I could have gone my whole life without making that connection.
Same.
But
You're making me cry. You're burning my eyes. You ugly. You ugly. You ugly.
oh, now you gotta write that down.
Do I?
Maybe we should record that cover. But
Oh.
instead of rain on me, it's you ugly.
Well, that's a thought.
do, we, do we
Uh,
finish this chapter or not? How long is this?
we should. We're almost there.
Okay.
We should. Where am I? Where did I go? I know. Sakura sighed, still sounding sad, but at least she wasn't crying anymore. Just, senior year and everything. I kind of thought never mind, we shouldn't finish this.
Yeah, let's not finish this. Let's just put this up. It's like, yo, if you actually want to read this, links
You
in the
ugly.
bio, links
You
in the description.
ugly.
But like, you can't beat you ugly. You can't beat that.
No, you can't. That's the
That's the high
end.
point of this whole thing.
It is.
Um.
Oh, spiraling vortex of fun.
So that's that. I like how we completely failed at this.
We did. Well,
It
now we
really
know
fits our
that
brand.
it does. Now we know that we shouldn't read anything too
We
serious.
shouldn't read any serious fan fiction. There's no point. Well, now we know.
Yeah.
We are posting this.